Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn two short lessons. After adjective itself, this lesson has to be done. That is the rule because these lessons involve noun and adjective. That is very important. Therefore, after learning adjective and noun itself, these lessons are have to be learned, and these lessons are very important and very rare. You cannot understand easily, but now I try my level best to understand you. You understand you in a better manner. Okay, thank you. Now, you see, have you seen the cigarette pack while going on the road? Empty pack. You take that one, you read. There is a statutory warning, a government instruction is there. That is statutory warning. Smoking is injurious to health. That is very important. And also, have you seen these tobacco packets? That is Jarda packets. You might have seen these also. There is a picture of a scorpion on that cancer. It is called as scorpion picture is there, and an instruction is there on that. That is, chewing tobacco leads to cancer. This is very important. These two sentences, you go practically. You search for empty cigarette pack and read these sentences, and also you go and search empty packet of tobacco or jarda, and watch or read the sentences written on that. They have written on tobacco packet, chewing tobacco leads to cancer, smoking is injurious to health. And third one is walking is a good exercise, drinking alcohol causes liver damage. Drinking alcohol means ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಬೀರು ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕೋದು. Drinking alcohol causes liver damage. Have you observed these sentences, four sentences? You see, for every sentence, there should be a subject, a verb, and an object. Therefore, here what happened is this verb always comes in the middle. After subject, the verb comes, then the object. That is the procedure we used to teach and we used to learn. But what happened now? What happened now? A word from the verb, a word from the verb, a word from the verb taken after adding ing to it, and we have placed that word in the subject place. Subject place. Here, what is duty of this chewing? A word from the verb. Take for example, chewing. Chewing is nothing but chew plus ing. Chewing. And smoking, smoke plus ing. Smoke is a verb. It should have come in the middle, but we have taken it in the starting. These are all some rules, some regulations, and we have to follow these things. That is what the niti, the moral. Some moral is there in all the sentences. Therefore, smoking is injurious to health. Walking is a good exercise. Walk is the subject. Drinking is alcohol causes liver damage. What is it? Chew plus ing. Chewing means the subject. This is subject, and this subject taking a word from the verb after adding ing to it. If we use it in the subject place, that is called as gerund. Taking a word from the verb, ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ing ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾಮಪದವಾಗಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಜೆರುಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಜೆರುಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೌನ್. ಇದು ಎರಡು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಡಬಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಡಬಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್. One is it acts like a subject or noun, and another one is it acts like a verb. Always noun comes first, you know everything. Rama is a good boy. Rama is a noun. Here chewing is noun. Here because we placed it in the first place, subject place. Chewing tobacco leads to cancer. A word from the verb used as a subject or noun after adding ing to this. If that word acts as both noun and the verb, such words are called gerund. Take for example, smoking. Second one, smoking is injurious. Here smoke is verb. Smoking is injurious. This is a rule. Therefore, walking, walk plus ing. These are the rules. Drinking, drink plus ing. Alcohol drinking causes liver damage. Therefore, The gerund is called as verbal noun, is also called as verbal noun. ಇದನ್ನು ನ್ಯಾಯ ಇದನ್ನು ವರ್ಬಲ್ ನೌನ್, ನಾಮಪದ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ, ನಾಮಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ನಾಮಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಏನು? ಚೂಯಿಂಗ್. ಚೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ವರ್ಬ್ ಆಗೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋ, ಇಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆಟ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ and also verb. This also works as subject and also verb. This also works as subject and also verb. Always for a gerund, ing is essential for what? For verb. That is very important. This gerund is called as verbal noun because it is partly a verb and partly a noun. ಭಾಗಶಃ ನಾಮಪದ, ಭಾಗಶಃ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಆಗಿರುವುದರಿಂದ it is a verbal noun, therefore it is called as gerund. Understand all of you? Smoking is injurious to health, swimming is a good exercise, swimming is a good exercise, walking is a good exercise, all these things. And also chewing nails from the mouth is bad for health. Children always used to cut the nails from their mouth. That is bad thing. Chewing nails or cutting nails from the mouth is always bad. That is cutting. That is very important. Therefore, drinking alcohol causes liver damage. Walking is a good exercise. Smoking is injurious to health. Chewing tobacco leads to cancer. This is gerund. Gerund is partly a verb and partly a noun, or it is called as verbal noun. Verbal noun. Okay. Next we go for another lesson, participle. Lesson number 25. Take this as lesson number 25. These two are short lessons. Lesson number 25. You see, you are residing in your house and your friend, one more friend, you take for example, you are Rama and Lakshmana is always used to come to your house. Your house is situated in a city. Think in mind all these things. In a city, because Lakshmana has got good atmosphere in his house for study. Therefore, he is coming to Rama's house. Today, he came to Rama's house. Before this, he came to this house thrice or 4 times. Every time he comes, he observed a sound to his ears. That is crying. A child is crying always. A child is crying. That is the things that he is hearing always. He asks Rama, what is this nonsense? I say, always when I entered your house, the crying sound, the weeping sound of a child, I am experiencing. Then Rama says, oh, that child, that is Guddu. That Guddu is always crying, always weeping. That is always weeping, always crying. These are all verbs. Only we have added ing to that. These are all verbs. But how we use it in the sentence, that is very important. Lakshmana, how we use, what is this? I say, always crying. Rama says, Rama, no, that crying that child Guddu always crying, I say. What he tells next, it is his or it is its character. What is character? Where it comes character? Where it comes character? It is the kind, the behavior of that particular child, because it always weeps or it always cries. Therefore, extracting a verbal word and assuming it as an adjective is called as participle. Extracting a word from ವರ್ಬ್, ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದ ಒಂದು ಶಬ್ದದಿಂದ ಗುಣವನ್ನು ಅಳೆಯೋದು. ನಾವು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್, ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್, ಅದರಿಂದ ಏನು ದಿನ ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದೇನೋ ಅದ್ರ ಗುಣನೇ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಣೋ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಳ್ತಿರೋದೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ರಾಮ, ಅದ್ರ ಗುಣನೇ ಅಷ್ಟು ಕಣೋ, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೀಪಿಂಗ್. ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಅಳದವನು ಗುಣನ? ವೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಅಳ್ದ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ವರ್ಮ್. Therefore, extracting a word from the extracting an adjective from the verb after adding ing to it is called as a participle. Participle ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ ನಾವು. Participle. ಎರಡನೇ, the boy is running in the field. In the morning you want to see every day on the window there is a big field. After that window, if you see that window, you can see a boy every day. A boy is running. It has become practice for that running. Somebody asks, who is that boy? You say that boy is Ramu. I say he is always running. It is his what? Character. Or his another word character. His kind of duty is like that. That's all. ಅವನ ಗುಣನೇ ದಿನ ಓಡ್ತಿರದೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Therefore, for that, the boy is running in the field. Always a word which is a verb which practices every day and it has become its character is called as a participle. Understand, all of you? A little bit difficult to understand. Therefore, please understand carefully. The third one is he is sleeping always. 24 ಗಂಟೆ ಕುಂಭಕರ್ಣ ಕಣ, ಅವನು ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಕುಂಭಕರ್ಣ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಅವನ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಬ್. ಬಟ್ ಅವನದ್ದು ಏನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ? ಅವನನ್ನು ಏನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ? ಅವನ ಗುಣವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಹಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಹಿಸ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಹಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ಹಿಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, all these things are covering under this. Sleeping is verb. Therefore, to assess a character through a verb is called as a participle. Participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದದ ಶಬ್ದವನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸುವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ING ಸೇರಿಸಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ING ಸೇರಿಸದೇ ಇರೋದು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ING ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅದು ಗುಣವಾಚಕವಾಗಿಯೂ ಅದು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ನಾಮಪದ ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ನಾಮಪದವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜೆರುಂಡ್, ಕ್ರಿಯಾಪದ ಗುಣವಾಚಕವಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? Noun, if it acts as a subject or a verb which acts as subject or a noun, it is called as gerund. A verb which acts as an adjective is called as participle. Understand, all of you? Therefore, a little bit difficult this lesson, but understand the thing. Now, it is called as verbal adjective. This is called as verbal adjective or participle. There are two things in participle. Present participle. This is also called as in certain books ING participle. Past participle. Past participle ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಓವರ್. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ವಿ ಸಾ ಎ ಕಾರ್ ಡ್ರಿವನ್. ಇದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್. ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್, ING ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವರು ಪುಸ್ತಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಂಬಡಿ ನಾನು ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದದನ್ನು ಎನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಎನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ದ ಬಾಯ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡ್ರೈವ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್. ದ ಬಾಯ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್. ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ದೇರ್. Now, we saw a car driven. This is past participle. You have already experienced this past participle V3. Somebody asked doubt yesterday through WhatsApp. V1, V2, V3. What is this V1, V2, V3? V1 is present tense, V2 is past tense, and V3 is past participle. This one, what we are doing the lesson. We saw a car driven at great speed. This means driven. Here this is the past participle. Drive, drove, driven. Understand? In continuous tense, always it is ING will add to that one. That is present participle. ING, past participle, N participle. You see, N is there here. N participle is there. For all the words, N will not come, but the name is N participle. That's all. Understand, all of you? This is participle. Today we have studied gerund and participle. Gerund is verbal noun. Participle is verbal adjective. Understand? To assess the adjective from the verb is called as participle. To assess the noun from the verb is called as a gerund. Understand, all of you? Tomorrow we are going to take adverb, another parts of speech. Thank you very much, dear children. Today, okay, you understand the lesson carefully, because a little bit difficult this is, because you have to assess the participle from the verb. That is very important. Ordinary verb, continuous verb also acts as, but it's not like that. The boy is running as a practice. Always, if there is something going on is verb. It acts like adjective. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾನೆ ಕಣವನು. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಹೊಡಿತಲೇ ಅಂತ. ಅವನ ಗುಣನೇ ಹಾಗೋ, ನಿದ್ದೆ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದೇ ಅವನ ಗುಣ. ನೋಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿದ್ದೆ ವರ್ಬ್, ಗುಣ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್, ಗುಣ ಆ್ಯಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಅವನ ಗುಣನೇ ಹಾಗೋ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಅವನ ಓಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಕಣೋ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮೈದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಕೆಲಸ. ಅವನೇನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೋ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಮಗು ಅಳ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಮಾರಾಗೈತಿ ಆ ಪಕ್ಕದ ಮನೆ ಮಗು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಳುತ್ತಿರೋದೆ, ಅಳು ವರ್ಬ್. ಅದ್ರ ಗುಣನೇ ಹಾಗೆ, ಅದು ಏನೋ ಏನು ಕತೆ, ನಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಲಿಂದ ಅಳೋದು ಅಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವರ್ಬ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ING ವರ್ಬ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ N participle, all these things you should know. I think by this time you understand the things. Take down the notes and go for homework next. Okay, thank you. I will give in the afternoon the homework and the notes. Okay, thank you very much. Tomorrow we will going to take adverb, lesson number 26. Okay.